What is one thing your parents taught you but you will never teach your children? That you need to hustle 100% of the time and be constantly busy with school, work, extra activities, side projects, cleaning etc. Spending time unwinding is a sign of laziness and boredom, and intelligent people are never bored. This really messed me up and I'm still learning the art of wasting time. That parents never have to apologize to their kids. I love my dad. He is a great dad and I know he loves me so much, but he has it in his head that even now, even when his youngest me is an adult, that he doesn't need to apologize if he does something wrong. It's baffling. How to open a beer bottle with my teeth. Eat everything on their plate. I try to get my kids to make an effort to eat their meals, but I'm never going to punish them for not being hungry when I say so. Sometimes you start it and can't finish. Sometimes you just don't like it. Now if they keep saying they're hungry, sometimes you gotta learn to take what you can get though. How to rewind a VHS. Edit. My first award. And more upvotes than I could have expected. Thanks guys. That crying is shameful. How to change an electrical outlet, 120 volts, live. Good stuff. Eating cookies before dinner gives you worms. Had nightmares as a child. That it is illegal to have the little ceiling light on in the car. Edit. OML, so many people are asking me if it's legal law. Where I live it is legal, but I know it's illegal in some places. Lots of parents say this because it's an easy way out of explaining that it's hard to see with the light on. It is illegal where they live, or their parents told them it's illegal. You can look up if it's legal in your area. That's sex, sexuality, drinking, drugs, partying, politics, money, spirituality are awkward things to discuss. I want my future kids to know facts and that if they are ever in trouble, I am a safe place for them. We don't have to talk about it if they don't want to, they'll be taught how to be safe, but they should also know that these subjects are a part of life and should not cause shame. If a boy acts like a jerk, it means he likes you. No. Just no. First of all, he shouldn't be let off the hook for acting like a jerk. Whether he's 5 or 105. Secondly, it teaches girls that abuse is okay, or that they should expect to be treated like crap, and that it's okay for them to be treated like crap. That I basically have to be a smaller version of them, believe exactly what they do and not think for myself and have my own opinion. If I have kids, I'd let them be open-minded and believe what they want. Edit. A few people seem to have misunderstood my post. I'm not saying I'll let them do whatever they want regardless of it being stupid or dangerous or harmful. I fully intend to offer guidance to them and try to reason with them if I believe something they think is wrong. I'm just not going to punish or censor them. I've seen so many parents disown or punish their kids for leaving their religion or coming out as gay, and it hurts me, man. When they get older, I believe they have the right to have their own opinions. Apologizing and showing emotions is a sign of weakness. That God and Jesus commanded some 14-year-old farm boy asshole to start the one true religion in upstate New York. That you can't change how things are and you can't ask questions because, I said so. To try to fit in as much as possible and to please others, at the expense of who you really are on the inside. To wait until marriage. You know they won't anyway. The best you can do is teach them to be safe and pray they do okay. How it feels to be hit by a belt. You better never bring a black woman home. To be petty. Your generation is lazy, why can't you be like us? My parents fought a lot. They'd both get very emotional about things and raise their voices in every argument. By example, I will teach them that when you are angry, take a break from the argument until you've both calmed down. My dad always said, children should be seen and not heard. I'm not a big fan of that one. That girls shouldn't want careers, and therapy and SSRIs are for crazy people. Yeah, I'm in a much better place now ever since I got out of that close-minded bubble. My daughter is not going to be shamed by me for her choices. The man of the house is always right. That their love has conditions, and if not followed they will drop you in your time of need. Right or wrong, I hope my children will never feel like they can't talk to me or that I will judge them. Finish your plate. Bitch, that is what all that Tupperware is for. To hide and ignore their own emotions. That grades determine your future. Grades are important and all, but they shouldn't come before life. Narcissism. That it's okay and that you should say, I love you, I'm proud of you, and I'm sorry. Also, regardless of your family dynamic, it's healthy to have and give boundaries. My mom is a nut and taught many wrong things, so pretty much all of the things. Lack of empathy. My parents grew up in a really horrible situation and they made it out and did well for themselves. So now anytime anyone struggles they refuse to feel bad for them because they have gone through worse and did fine. I think people deserve empathy regardless. Everything. I'm not going to have children. Finish what's on your plate. No thanks, you stop when you're full and can save the rest for later. I'm not giving my kids an eating disorder by destroying their hunger signals. Be a meth addict. They didn't tell me to do that, but they were there, and they were meth addicts. Christianity. That being part of the LGBT+ community was bad. My dad is homophobic, my mom is not. I am part of the community, and neither of them know yet. Well, I haven't told them yet, who knows if they know. That beatings are proper punishment. That being screamed at until you pass out is normal. That having your head slammed into the corner was a good thing, and when I puked over being so dizzy for it I was forced to clean it up and go back into the corner with my head slammed into it repeatedly. Basic narcissist bullshit and the like. I gave my child up for adoption at birth to break the chain of abuse. This comment may not be used anywhere outside of Reddit. Selective application of morality. Growing up, the rule was, it's not illegal if you don't get caught, and the effect was to cut every corner and take any advantage available regardless of the morality. If you can get away with it, and justify it with moral ambiguity, you're fine. The reality is that our projection of self into the world isn't who we feel that we are but the sum of our actions. As soon as you compromise your morals, you've not just taken some menial small win like cutting a line, but you've compromised the body of work that will be known as you to everyone but yourself. Learn who you are. Live up to the person you want to be. When I was young, my dad taught me a few self-defense techniques. He said he had developed it himself. He would give me a 15-second head start to run and then he would try to catch me and beat me up with a pair of jumper cables. Looking back, it was probably violent and unnecessary, though it proved useful in high school. I'll never do that with my daughter. My mom to this day thinks it's dangerous to look into a cat's eye because they will see it as a challenge. That not having something to do is bad. Let's just say I was a very overbooked, busy, and stressed kid. Dialing on a rotary phone. That you have to respect all of the adults. I just teach them to respect the people that respect them, and that when an adult is wrong, they don't have to stop themselves from letting them know what's right. Not something my parents taught, but I see it a lot. I won't teach my kids that parents don't have to apologize. Parents make mistakes. We should be willing to admit it and apologize. It's hard to do sometimes, but it's hypocritical to make kids do it if I won't. That masturbating is unnatural and wrong. I'm a woman by the way, and I will make sure that my kids know masturbation is normal, but should be done in private. To take responsibility. For years one of my parents owed me money for breaking my stuff and walking away. I also don't control the weather nor traffic. How to cook a dry well-done steak. 1. How drink vodka from a bottle with no chaser. 2. How to vandalize someone else's property. 3. How to get someone arrested unlawfully for abuse. 4. How to accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. 5. How to roll a joint. 6. How to check yourself into rehab out of state so you don't go to jail. Oh sorry. You said one thing. I'll stop now.